these people are they're doing things in the community, right? They're waiting on you at your table, or they're teaching your daughter dance, or they are helping you select whatever wood you need for your raised bed. That happened this week through one of these businesses that I met. And these are the people that are taking care of it. It's the people, you know, it's the people. I'm Sarah Gilliam, Sarah B. Gilliam, and I'm a photographer in Murray County. This community is something I ran from as fast as I could. As soon as I graduated high school at Central, I couldn't wait to get out of here. The first job I applied for was in Germany for the Associated Press. And then I moved away and got jobs elsewhere, and as I was a journalist. And when I had our son, I was working for the Tennessean, and I decided that I didn't want to do that anymore. And that kind of slowly led us back here. Just jobs changed, and we had an opportunity to live in a family home that was in Columbia. And we were just like, okay, I guess we could live here for a while, and that got us back here. And now I'm in it, man. I'm here for it. I'm in it to win it. I love Columbia. In January of 2019, I started twiddling my thumbs in my studio at the Columbia Arts Building. And I needed a project. I needed something to do that would keep me busy. And so I dreamt up a portrait series, and I did it about 10 years prior in my garage where I lived in Murfreesboro. And I just thought, it's the people. I just need to see people. I want to take pictures of people. I want to meet people. And so I put out a random call for artists, because we have the weirdest schedules. Come and sit for a picture, 5 seconds, I promise. And then about an hour later you leave, because we just talk. But so the portrait project that I started then grew and grew and grew. And by the next January, it had grew a little bit more legs to it, as in, okay, now we have a community. Now we have a picture, literally a picture of a community. And so that became an idea for an outdoor public art installation, something I wanted to create that would promote movement and get out and be out and out in the outdoors. It's something I'm passionate about in general, and something that would show us face to face, large format, 48 by 48 inches, who we are. Just, there's no way to hide it when it's that big. And there's little ways to be less proud of it, because it's such a big statement. So the portrait series became Portrait Park, which was this idea to put these large-scale photos outdoors where everybody could see them and everybody could see them together. And I was so excited. I mean, and then everybody was excited. And when I say everybody, I was calling people on the phone to say, this is about to happen. I really want you to invite your families. You are a part of this. So we were getting this, bolstering this community. So I take a picture of Greg. Well, then he's going to tell his family and his kids and his community. And I take a picture of T, and he's going to tell his mom and his sisters and his family. And then all of a sudden we have a community that's come together over nothing but ourselves, And so that was all building and getting excited, and COVID. And on March 20th, we were supposed to unveil the Portrait Park in Rowan Company in the heart of the Arts District. And I made the call. I think it was being, you could feel that you should probably not be around large groups of people. And so, I made the call to shut it down. The decision to close the Portrait Park basically was easy in that I care about my community so much that it wasn't a question. But the decision to stop a already in motion build to something we could all really be a part of and bring our community together, it was so hard to stop that momentum. The week before it was supposed to open, we had an event at our historic gallery on the square, and 134 people sat for pictures in an under 3-hour period. It was getting momentum, it was getting community involvement, it was doing exactly what it was set out to do. It was to bring us together in this amazing, diverse, wonderful, creative, amazing community we have. And so really, honestly, the portrait part cannot be opened until we can all gather together, and it is on indefinite hold until a time where we can. So it's sitting draped in plastic and in my studio, and it's waiting for the right time. So when COVID hit, like everyone, I'm sure, that's a small business owner, we all just paused. And as a freelancer, I paused because also my kids are now home, and I mean, even if I got a job, it would be tricky because I guess they would have to come with me with masks. I mean, so they're home and I'm home, and which was wonderful and blessing. We were great together, right? And that was great. And we planted a garden, and we sat on the porch, and then I started to twiddle my thumbs. And I'm like, okay, this is really fun and I love everybody, but I got to get back to work. How can I get back to work? What does that look like? Clearly, I cannot get back to work. All my clients canceled. I had 0 jobs coming up. So I conjured one, and I just thought, okay, I'm going to create a job for myself, and it's going to be people related. Help me. I don't even remember if I put, I'm a big sketch person, put pen to paper. How did I come up with a portrait series? I don't know. I just thought everybody else has got to be freaking out like I'm freaking out. What can I do and then I thought, okay, I'm a small business. This is the worst. This completely sucks. It must feel that way for other people. What can I do? Okay, so portraits of people in front of their businesses, and I'm just going to give it to them. They can have it, and what if they can use it on their Instagram feed, and maybe that helps them tell their story and gives them a reason to churn back up some social media, or they can put it on advertising. I don't know. And then, there's the dignity part that came aside the portrait series that was just something that it added another layer to it. So the dignity of having the series, immortalized at the archive. You may not have a business when this is over, but you did. You had a business here. You were important to us. You created a space that people needed. You met a need. You can't just open a business. You have to understand that there's a need there to feed the community. And so I think that the small business series gave people a little boost, I think. I hope that's what it did. It did to me. I've never felt more successful in my job than I have doing the series. It is the most, it's the most wonderful project I've ever done. I hope that we see each other a little more. I hope that we take the time to ask about the family and check on each other, because I think that not only do we feel that we need to be seen in general as a person, as a human race, it feels good to be heard and seen. When you live in a community like ours, I refer to Murray County as like a manageable bite, because at some point you're going to probably walk into somebody that you've seen before, whether it's at the store or whether it's at the coffee shop or whether it's at the barber shop. But I think we have the ability to create a community here, like real community that serves a larger purpose. It gives you a place to live. It gives you a place to count on. It gives you people you can trust and call if you need help. I hope that we strive to make connections that help keep our community so special.